We can't let this day go by without a little look at the Vice President, because she may be, you know, who knows? She's a heartbeat away from the presidency, a heartbeat away. You know, we give Joe a hard time about his speeches and how he just bungles it up. Thank goodness, Kamala Harris, Vice President. We sure can understand clearly what she has to say. Watch.
It is the responsibility as a chief legal officer, which each of them has a responsibility of being, to concern themselves with making sure that the laws that are passed in their state do comport with the constitutions of their state and with the United States Constitution, and to ensure that enforcement is conducted in a way that is fair and equal in terms of the treatment of the laws and the enforcement of the laws in their state.
Pam, do you have any idea what she just said?
What was that?
What was that indeed?
What
I mean,
in the world?
I've listened to that now several times, and it's like she's reading from a script, but it's on a circle, and it's just some words, and she just goes around and talks responsibility, 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 and it's really...
It's more like Charlie Brown's teacher to me. Wonk, wonk,
Wonk,
wonk,
wonk,
wonk,
wonk,
wonk,
wonk.
wonk. But anyway, all right.
Oh, wait, we got to... I'm going to cut her some slack. This is going to surprise you, because I usually kind of work her over, and I just did. This is an appearance she made. She was with a girls' basketball team, and I'm going to defend her, and I'm not being sarcastic. I was before. I'm not now. I'll show you the clip, and then I'll tell you why I'm not going to really beat up on her for this moment. Watch. Well, that first shot, nothing but net.
For sure.
Yeah, here's why I'm going to be very kind to her on that. That was very poor staff work on the part of her staff, putting her in a situation where she inevitably was going to look bad.
Yeah.
I've been in that situation before where you're thrust into something. Mm-hmm. You know, nobody said she's a capable basketball player. So, yeah. Look, I get it. It's cute. Let her do it. But if she misses, fine. Don't make a big deal out of it. First of all, she's in a dress pantsuit, so it's not like she's in gym clothes. Probably in
heels.
Heels.
Yes.
And maybe hadn't touched a basketball, if ever, but maybe not in 40 years.
Right.
And then the stress and pressure of putting her out there with all these cameras rolling, I just cut her slack on that one.
Absolutely.
I'll say, look, her speech, she owns that. But the basketball deal, I'm just going to say that was cute. It was funny.
Yeah.
But she ought to fire somebody.
Yeah, well, nightmares are made of being asked to throw the first pitch at a baseball game in front of the entire... I've had nightmares about that.
I was asked to do that, and I did it one time. I've rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed. I got it over the plate. I'll never do it again, because the stress of that, first of all, it is a national pastime in America.
Right.
That even if you are a beloved political figure, which I haven't always been, but even if you are, if you're announced at a sporting event, you are instantly booed. It is just, it's the American way.
It is.
You can have a 90% approval rating. You get announced at any sporting event, and they're going to boo, because it's like, shut up, we didn't come here to see you. I get that. So I would always say, do not announce my presence, ever. Because when they did, I'd get booed. Worst experience, I'll take a moment here. Never, ever go to Baton Rouge, where LSU plays football. They call their stadium Death Valley for a reason. It's not because you may die on the field. It's that if you're a fan for the other team up in the stands, that's where the death may occur. And I had told him, I was governor at the time, athletic director at University of Arkansas was Frank Broyles, and we had gone to see the game. And I told the LSU officials, because they had, escort and all this stuff, and took us to our seats. And And I said, do not announce my presence. Oh, no, we won't. And, I said, I really don't want you. We'd love to acknowledge. No, do not. Well, third quarter, ladies and gentlemen, we are happy today to have with us in section 302 or whatever it was, the governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee. Well, it wasn't just they booed. They started throwing things, bottles. I mean, it was brutal. It was absolutely crazy. And it took like my 2 Arkansas troopers and about 7 Louisiana troopers to get me out of that place alive. So
Just another day at LSU.
that's a normal day at LSU. Now, if you're seeing this, I know you've enjoyed that video. I mean, how could you not, after all? So you know what you should do? Leave a like, click on the subscribe button below, and hit the notification bell next to it so you'll always know when I have another video up for you to enjoy.